Claiming that I have something against the AAA industry is one of the great understatements in saying that Boris Yeltsin had a little bit of a drinking problem. I will acknowledge that not all games spewed from the industry's most expensive cloaca are downright bad, but there is a general feel of soullessness from trying to appeal to as wide a demographic as possible. This makes some of the games quickly seem like more of a marketing algorithm than an actual work of passion. What however makes my blood boil is elevated temperatures and early announcements of games consisting of basically only a cinematic trailer so that you can put in your pre-orders and get your polka dotted bow tie and matching clown nose. This practice allows for complete disregard of quality control, since sales can be achieved not through a quality product but through marketing and general brain-deadness of the consumer. I'd give examples, but I honestly don't know where to stop. So when they launch one of their predatory expos to get you excited for a game where they haven't even decided if they're gonna put any effort in, my eyes roll so far back into my skull that they're basically licking my spinal cord. Enter Microsoft and Bethesda. I have a weird thing about Microsoft. They're not doing anything wrong at the moment. The Game Pass, while not really for me, allows for easily accessible games for the public. Their games are released on both Xbox and PC, avoiding too much exclusiveness, and they don't seem to be using extremely predatory money-making strategies. But thanks to the general state of the industry, I am left with a nervous uncertainty as those fuckers must be up to something.
I'm on to you!
Bethesda, however, is a company that has simply been in a downward spiral, losing my respect slowly over the last 10 years. So it was with a bit of confuzzlement when these two companies worked together and announced something that looked halfway interesting. HiFi Rush. Then we see Shinji Mikami, creator of the human MacGuffin Ashley and the only halfway bearable escort quest in existence, and founder of Tango Gameworks. And now we're presented with what looks like a genuinely fun experience. This was released at the announcement making go against every standard practice of the industry, making me really suspicious. If any other game released like this, I'd expect it to be a dumpster fire that even the publisher was trying to sneak out to avoid the shame of facing the really eggy fart they just created. This is just weird. Almost like they think a good game can stand on its own merit without some marketing cunt muscle pushing it with false promises. Weirdos. So I was curious in the found the dead body of a leprechaun in the woods kind of way, intrigued but highly alert and befuddled. So let's poke the dead bugger. I went on Steam and saw that they only charged $30 for the thing. Alright, it's a borderline tech demo where not even the most shady fuckhead would dare charge full price. Expectation lowered even more. But hey, it's Shinji Mikami, a developer who hasn't directly taken with shit in my metaphorical oatmeal yet. So how is HiFi Rush? From the title of the video, must have guessed that I liked it quite a bit. It's actually really good. Here we have a linear stage-based mix of platforming and hack and slash brawler, pretty basic in that regard, but everything is a rhythm game. Literally everything. You're rewarded by attacking, jumping, farting, and parrying in the beat with the music. Our character even moves with the beat and so does everything in the environment. This combined with a fantastic soundtrack with a great rock, industrial, indie music thing, I don't know, I'm old, fuck off. Combined with beautiful comic book style visuals, the entire deal gets this bouncy and fun vibe mixed from Futurama and Persona 5. The style is absolutely stunning, giving a nostalgic vibe of a PlayStation 2 game, but everything is way more vibrant, alive, fluent, and crisp. Even the animations of the environment are beyond satisfying. Onto the action game. Our unlucky smug of a protagonist this time around is Noodle Arm McGeneric Man, who, after a slightly botched surgery, finds himself with a robot arm and instead of a heart, a magic iPod. He can now sort of control everything around him, kinda. That doesn't really matter. Point is, a handsome Jack-looking bastard is planning to take over the world, and we also stop him with a highly diverse group of underdogs.
Let's go already!
The story is super straightforward, but it's more of an enabler for the gameplay and creating some context. It is, however, a nice feel-good narrative about trust and the power of friendship, which serves the game well. Cast is also highly likable with clear personal goals, and the writing can be pretty funny from time to time. I should say that I'm a bit of a sucker for the good old slapstick comedy. I know it's stupid and I do not give the tiniest rap's ass. We are thrown through a series of levels which are quite linear but with some secret hunting giving a sense of exploration as well. Platforming can however feel a bit clunky due to momentum loss when you jump. This means that whenever you jump, your horizontal speed is decreased. This can feel awkward and make it hard to gauge jump distances. Platforming also never really poses a proper challenge, meaning that this is never an issue, but it also leaves these gameplay segments a little unengaging. The environments you move through are beautifully designed though, and it serves to connect our main gameplay elements.
Have you considered murder?
Our boy swings around a guitar-shaped clusterfuck of scrap metal to kill hordes of soon-to-be scrap metal, and we unlock more combos and skill by using obtained scrap metal. As said, everything is set to the beat and new mechanics unlocked throughout, giving your partner abilities, grappling hooks, and parries. The unlockable parry does present a bit of a shift in the combat, so you know how there's an ongoing joke that Sekiro is basically a rhythm game? Well, with this parry mechanic we sort of enter actual Sekiro hero. Enemies near death will stop and telegraph a certain beat to tell you the parry timing and unleash some overly elaborate combo. Parry this and we got a new pile of scrap metal. Luckily this is generally relatively easy so you don't have to... good. Late game enemies can however go a little bit avant-garde jazz with the rhythms, but it's mostly manageable. Combat is supported with a DMC-style grading based on timing, clear time and combos, giving some replayability for you obsessive gold banana sticker seeking completionists, you know who you are. We also get a massive set of challenges, unlocking new costumes and a mural in a hideout. The scoring can however be a little mean and feelings hurty with its judgment of my written skills. I have plenty of written. But seriously, 50% perfectly timed attacks is a C, come on. For further replayability, there is a set of challenges for after you beat the game. These could have been better realized. You sometimes have to go through the entire level to start the challenge, even though you found it on your first run through. Also, some challenges are laughably easy and others are just downright annoying. Also, no reset button, making you wait for the clock to run out every time you want to retry. As I said, not the best. Also, an auto skip for already seen cutscenes would have been nice. However, I cannot really complain about post-game content, which other high-end developers would not have provided without first forking over that DLC cash. This brings us back to the price point. With the relatively low price of $30, I expected a 2 to 4 hour experience, which honestly, I would not have minded with the amount of replayability. HiFi Rush is however an 8 to 12 hour experience, which I consider full length for an action game when it's heavily gameplay oriented and not just some slightly interactive movie. I would go so far and say it's the perfect length. Take for example Guardians of the Galaxy. Linear game, some exploration, arena brawls, fantastic soundtrack. Perfect for an 8 to 10 hour game. Too bad it's basically stretched into 20 hours, making the game drag on, killing any chance that I might sit down and replay it ever again. HiFi Rush I can replay on a lazy Sunday afternoon and I can see myself coming back to it again and again. Honestly, I really hope this game succeeds. Not only am I excited to see what Tango Gameworks might bring in the future, but it might be a signal to the industry that a game can stand on quality gameplay and not marketing strategies and over-the-top realistic graphics. Like it or not, these bastards are steering a lot of the trends in high-budget gaming and has made the AAA industry spiral into the greedy spunk bubble we see today. Let's hope that we will see more actually creative titles in the future and less of the same reskinned exploitative garbage over and over again. Way to go, Tango Gameworks. You brought back a little hope. I'll give it a month.